Hello everyone and welcome back to ZVYXEMORE. My name is Soros88 and today I want to show you what I've been doing in between episodes. I actually took quite some days in between episodes to do some sort of off-camera grinding a little bit because I did wanted to just play the game and not record everything, and I had a blast. I actually went in raiding, and these three shulker boxes in front of me are the result of it. So as you can see, a lot of armor, a lot of tools like pickaxes, swords, shovels, boots, and all of them with some decent enchantments. But I actually realized that we are actually going to need the top tier enchantments for this soon enough, I think. Over here, some more horse armor, another bunch of pickaxes, shovels, and a little bit of helmets and stuff. Some swords, which I actually kind of like this one. And most importantly, the shulker shells needed for some shulker boxes. So I have a stack here, another dragon head, a stack of iron ingots, and over here I have a little bit more of tools and stuff, some gold, some iron, some diamonds, and more shulker shells, 25 extra. So I think a stack and a half maybe was pretty good. I already used some of them to craft more shulkers because yeah, I ran out of them quite quickly. So yeah, here I have a little bit more, and the ones that I already had are currently being used as storage because I'm running out of space, especially with the stone and the cobblestone. And the other thing that I've been working on, and that I actually want to kind of reveal going backwards here as the sun sets, is this magnificent thing over here. Look at that. So yeah, I made a giant tree. I kind of told you that I was going to try and build that. So yeah, I've spent quite some hours doing so, and I think it looks amazing. I think I actually achieved like an organic look. We will go down just to show you the details and all of the stuff. But first, before we leave the house, during my building sessions here, it actually rained a lot, and I had like 2 or maybe 3 thunderstorms. So I went hunting, of course, as you should, every time there's a thunderstorm and you have a channeling trident. And look at this. I now have 5 creeper heads, tons of zombie heads, and a few skeleton skulls. I don't think I have any more here. Yeah, and of course the wither skeleton skulls that we had downstairs, which reminded me, I actually need to build like a creeper farm and a sugarcane farm because I've been running out of rockets quite rapidly, and I have to constantly go up and hunt for creepers to just keep up the pace with the firework usage. So maybe we should fight the wither soon enough, just so we can make that process of the building of the farms quite more rapid than it usually is. So let me just fly a little bit around and show you the tree from afar. I really love the way it looks and the way it integrates with the base. I think it looks like it have always been there, right? So the thing that I talked to you about once I showed you the work that I've been doing down there was that I actually wanted to build the tree up here and have it integrate with roots and stuff down there. So yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. The tree, of course, it's like a great canopy. I wanted to do it like a little bit flatter, but once I started placing the leaves and realizing that it was a little bit too much, I decided to round it up a little bit so it feels a little bit more organic, I think. So yeah, look at this view. I mean, it all encompasses quite well, in my opinion. Let me take this totem off. So yeah, the portal over here, the tree, now the buildings, the farms, our house, the stable, and then all of the animal pens, the kind of fountain here, and the lake with the ruins down there. I think it looks great, and I that made me realize that actually we've been doing this for quite a long time now. I mean, I know I don't upload like that much of that many videos. Like I would like to upload one each week, but you know, I'm also playing other games, and I am also having to deal with adult stuff and real life work. So not always, but yeah, this world has been growing up quite a lot, and I love the way it's looking actually. So yeah, details. I've actually used some shroom lights to light up the canopy itself. If we go up there actually, um, I've hidden this in between the leaves. Of course, due to the texture pack and the fact that we are actually rendering um, the leaves with the holes in between them, you can kind of see them, but I think it looks amazing. In the night, it actually glows like a little bit dimmer, but it glows, so it looks amazing in the night, this tree. And in the lower part, I've actually placed also some shroom lights here, covered with moss carpet, which is the usual for this type of lighting, because I had the idea to like had some lanterns drop down with chains, but I don't know, I'm not quite convinced with that idea. So maybe like have some chain over here, and maybe some from the branches coming down and giving some light. But I don't think that looks you know, I'm not quite convinced of that idea. So I decided to go with the easy normal way, which is just planting some shroom lights over here and covering it up. And of course, I'm still going to detail all of this section. I still have to add some stone and some little branches coming down here. And I actually want to have like a little bit of a picnic area maybe over here. Maybe I will just trim down this part of the dirt and have a picnic area here. I'm not sure. I have some ideas of what I want to do. Maybe some carts, maybe some you know, benches, and some light posts. So yeah, still a lot of detailing to do. And the final thing that I wanted to show you is actually the crane. So the crane and the mine are officially finished. And the mine, of course, not all of the mine, but at least the entrance. So here, as you can see, I actually have placed some wood to kind of identify like the structure of the rails itself, because I don't know, just having the wood coming down, the wood planks instead of the trunks here, kind of felt not so much of a structure itself. But yeah, this is quite this is what I'm going to go for with the design, like going down. And this little entrance design, including the crane up there, it's actually a design by Reimiho, or at least I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that well, but at least I took inspiration from his design. It's not an exact copy, but you can actually see like the resemblance once you go to his video and leave a like, of course. But yeah, I want to use some sort of a downgraded version of this to have as pillars going down all of the tunnel. So yeah, but at least the entrance now it's done, and I think it looks quite good. I think it's matching the aesthetics that I wanted to go to, and I think it feels like a mine entrance, which is the most important part. And yeah, of course, the crane, which I actually told you that I wanted to kind of experiment here with having some, because we already had one like over here, and I didn't like it. It didn't felt like natural to the ambience that we were building up. So once we had this platform here, I thought maybe having like a rotatory structure would make more sense. Like if we already have the cart here bringing all of the materials, and we have the path going down to the house here, where supposedly all of the materials from down the mines are arriving, it made sense to me that all of the materials came down here, and from here you can actually load and deliver all of the materials down here to some kind of ship or something, right? So this is the design. Of course, if you go to the tutorial by Reimiho, you can see how he built it, and I did some changes for myself. I kind of placed this iron platform down here with the rails to kind of justify the fact that it can rotate with the post in the middle. So this is supposed to rotate a little bit. So you bring the crane down here, and you load all of the materials, and then you bring it up, rotate the thing up, and bring it down to all of the cargo that it's going to be loaded into the ship. So of course we have to build a ship here. And yeah, that's it basically what I've been building these past few days. I've been having so much fun, like listening to podcasts and watching some film photography videos alongside while I'm working on this. And yeah, it's been chill. I've actually kind of liked it, especially in this beginning of the year dates, like where everything's kind of like a little bit more tranquil. So it's getting late. I'm going to sleep, and let me tell you what are we going to do next. So of course I've already told you what I want to keep doing, like in this, like the detailing work, but I also want to finally start building all of these trees that we had planned since actually the beginning of this world of this series. Well, not the beginning, but yeah, in the very early episodes, we already had marked down like 1, 2. I mean, this was the third, and I think that's it. But maybe I would like to build a little bit more of trees. So maybe a little, 2 more, maybe one here in this area, and the other one over here, to kind of like have a rodeo of trees around our base. But we still have 2 main buildings that I would like to have. I don't know if this episode's the 2 of them, but here I would like to bring my design that I already have in Forge. Well, not in Forge, in creative mode. Sorry, it's just that my creative world, it's called Forge, so there's the confusion. But I do have like a glass house here, which will house the bees that we already captured a few episodes back. So yeah, here I will have flowers and bees and stuff. So that's one. And the other, which is a big one actually, is the lighthouse, which was going to be here. Well, is going to be here, sorry. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I would like to build. And to be honest, and continuing that trend that I was talking about, I would like to build it without the need of recording, because I would like to chill and just keep listening to music and podcasts, and just not worrying about filming every detail of me building all of that stuff. So I think there will not be a montage this time, and I will show you just the finished product. So I'll see you in a few minutes, maybe days for me, but just an instant for you. So hopefully the results are what you expect. So let's see what happens. Oh, there's something back there, I think. And I think you guys know what it is. So yeah, I've finished finally. For me it has been like a couple of days maybe. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the results. Let's just fly and let's see it from the distance first. Oh, look at it with the fog. It looks amazing. I really like how it turned out. This is the main structure, and I decided to only build this and build it completely. So all the interiors are already done. So yeah, a new addition to our base, which I think it's actually a great one. It blends in with the main architecture that we've been creating in this kind of mini village, hacienda. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, it looks amazing, and it's also placed in a very well selected point of the map. So yeah, I think the lighthouse is actually quite well placed because this is like the extended map. So our base is over here, and this is the lighthouse. So maybe the village that we're going to build, the one that's going to be over there, it's going to be in this area. So maybe we can build a port over here, so the lighthouse will be at the entrance of the port. And yeah, this is basically the look of it nearby. I actually did some bit of construction and some bit of texturing all around, just so it can blend in like a built-in structure in the beach and not just like standing there. Oh, look at this! It's a baby turtle. Oh, it's so cute. And yeah, basically, I decided to divide the tower in floors, and each floor has its own purpose. So this is the entrance, which actually serves like a little bit of a storage room and some tools for either building or fixing some of the structures in the same lighthouse. The only floor that I didn't touched was the basement, and that's because, if you guys remember, I told you the lighthouse was going to be like the entrance to the underwater farms that we are going to build. So either we build them, we build some of them like out here, or we build all of them in the space beneath our base. So over there, beneath the tree, if you guys remember, there's a huge underwater space. So maybe we would have to build like a tunnel going over there. And yeah, we would have like two entrances, right? The secret entrance from here and the entrance from there, like the naturally generated one. So yeah, that's just to pay the homage to the video game BioShock, which I mentioned before. So if you go to the first floor, you would find the kitchen, and it was quite interesting to play around with the reduced space that we have from the lighthouse, right? So here we have like the stove, the kitchen itself, some storage, some plants, like a larger table for us to like have proper breakfast and food. And here you can have some of the plants, maybe I don't know, some spices and stuff. And here we have the meat, like I don't know what the process is called, but you salt the meat for it to last longer, and yeah, some other storage here. So I think it looks kind of nice. It's kind of cramped, but I think I achieved the fact that we can use the reduced space and it still feels livable, right? So you can actually think someone lives here. So the second floor, it's actually the study, which I think it's kind of nice and cozy. I built another desk here for you to like come here and write, maybe read something, and of course the jukebox here, which I still haven't brought any of the music discs, but since I already have like 2 or 3 repeated, maybe I will bring them here just so we can have the same music options in both spaces. Of course, a little bit of a rug, because here's where you kind of relax a little bit. And yeah, I think it looks kind of nice. Oh, this is the first time that I use wax to make the candles as well, and I thought it was a nice touch for decoration. Of course, one of the creeper heads that I showed you, I'm actually starting to use them in decoration. The next floor is the bedroom, which I think it's kind of cozy and nice as well. So yeah, one of my favorite details that I came upon building this, I just figured maybe if I use like the lightning rod to build like some sort of clothing rack, and then I start putting the armor stands like if there was some kind of hook here, and these are dangling. Yeah, I know. I know it's a little bit of a stretch for us to imagine, but I think it's kind of nice. So yeah, here you can grab your clothing and put it on, some storage. And I used the loom to actually gather the texture from these two sides of the loom, which I think look like drawers. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, I thought about it like drawers for some more clothing, a little bit more storage, some more books, because maybe you kind of want to read while you sleep, and of course some lanterns and a little bit of decoration with the plants here, and some paintings, or maybe a poster, I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think it looks kind of great. Actually, the view from here is amazing as well. And the last floor is the navigation room, or the map room, which I think it's kind of nice and neat here as well. So some tools, navigation tools, some of the map tables, which I think the texture gives like the idea that there are some papers and stuff in between them, you know. So the smaller map, which depicts our base with a little bit more detail, and the larger map, which are the exact same maps that we have down there. I just copied them and put them here. And let's very quickly sleep, because as the rest of the nearby base it's not lit. Tons of mobs appear once it's nighttime. So I want to avoid that. So in between here, in between floors, I decided to place. Sorry for the wobbling, but yeah, I decided to place like a little hidden secret stash, and maybe I will start hiding some stuff over there. And this is the upper floor, so yeah, some more storage, a little bit of decoration as well. And these doors actually just open up to the balcony of the lighthouse, which you can go around fully, and you can actually see our full base from here as well. So kind of like a great viewing point. And you can see, of course, to the sea as well, which is the main function of this structure. And finally, you can go up actually to where the light, or the lamp should say, is placed. So I know we don't have like an actual giant lamp, but yeah, I just went with the most basic stuff. I just placed some lanterns here, and supposedly you can actually interchange the parts of this, and in case it goes out, you can put in a new one. You know. And I decided to place copper, because as you can see, actually with the passing of time, which actually starting to show, because some pieces of copper are actually starting to oxidize. And I think since they are so nearby to each other, they take longer to start oxidizing. So maybe there you can gather how much time I've been actually playing building this. So yeah, the idea is that all of the copper will turn green, and it will kind of be a highlight for the structure. So yeah, once again, the map room, just a quick view to show off again, because I don't think we're going to be coming here too often, but I did wanted to build all the interiors, because I do like the immersion, for a term. Like the immersion it gives to actually have interiors in your buildings. So in case some friends come to play, they can actually get in and start like poking around and see what you have built. And I don't know, it gives him, I think for me it gives it character, and it gives it like a little bit more of livelihood, if that's a word. So yeah, that's what I've been doing the past few days, and I think that's it for today's episode, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like and maybe subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.